ready to be the light cups and all the essential energy I need to do it.
Remember that place we got burritos from last time?
No, but Ring, I can find it.
Pretty? Nice.
There it is.
Wow, this really makes you look smart.
Thanks.
With Ring, you can type it and find it.
My blood's borderline. I can worry about it, or I can do something about it. New Garlic Healthy Blood Sugar Formula works safely and naturally with a custom blend of garlic, vitamins, and minerals. And it's odor-free. I'm taking charge with Garlic.
Did your streaming expire when you least expected? Save the day by using the Bank of America customized cash rewards card. And choose to earn 6% cash back on online purchases like live streaming for the first year from account opening. What would you like the power to do?
If you want to learn how to fan the football way, ask the fans with Modelo. They look like thousands, but sound like one. Because to them, the bigger the fan, the better the game. Modelo is amazing for football.
Two summer sensations are flying into DQ. One is sure to save the summer, and the other, hurry in for the new Superman Cake Batter Cookie Dough Blizzard Treat. Right now at DQ.
We get ready to start the second half.
Let's go with this second half. Castorino was involved in all three goals that France scored in a thrilling 6-minute comeback against the Netherlands last time out. The San Diego way forward needs another big performance against Germany today. Jen, how key do you think she could be for France?
She's huge. She's their star player. I think I was always so intrigued coming into this tournament because she's off the back of a phenomenal start with San Diego Wave out in the NWSL. To get 2 goals, 2 assists already. What I love about her most, the coach came out and said at halftime against the Netherlands, we need more from you, we need to do better. And in the game, she completely turned it around almost single-handedly. Her finishing was phenomenal. And it's players like that, with a narrative that with this French national team that everyone said it's what's let them down mentality for her to have that coming into the second half. I thought was just so great to see, not for her individually, but for this team as well. She needs another game like that today.
And if Germany are going to stop Castorino, we all know you're going to need a good goalkeeper. Berger, she was a bit shaky against Sweden, a couple of mistakes, and you need to have short-term memory in a tournament like this. You have to quickly forget about those mistakes. You've got to prepare yourself for the next match. She has to have an excellent match today. She has to be very clean, technically sound out of the back. She likes to play with her feet, but she's going to be absolutely key for this German side.
You mentioned 2 of the stars of this teams that are going to be facing, but when we talk about the teams in general, they're actually mirroring images of themselves. What I mean by that is they have the strength in their wings, the offensive power is extremely good on both ends, and the biggest weakness is in the defense, especially the central defenders. They've been both a little bit shaky and unsettled there, so this is going to be a really big matchup, like who's better in defense, who is weaker in defense. Now I got that. So how is it going to play out? So it's going to be interesting which tactics is actually going to win.
Do you like the changes from Germany?
Absolutely, it's necessary. They have to be more compact when it comes to the defense and also bring some fresh different styles to open up more possession. And I think it's going to suit them well to have a different play out in front.
Okay, well, Germany's 7-match winning run was ended when they lost to Sweden in their last group stage game. Today they face a France side that has a perfect 11 out of 11 this calendar year. This is the 24th meeting between the two countries and the 6th time at a major tournament. The winner will book a semi-final date with Spain. We'll take you to kick off next.
Pre-order now at Samsung.com.
It's the big summer sale. Shop and save on styles made to match your summer energy. Only again.
Used car shopping doesn't have to be scary. Show me some box. No, no accident. Reaching your price means you don't have to overpay. No fear, just fun. Show me how. Really? What's competition?
Would you look at that? Oh, manager can't stop. We're all dinner.
Yeah, she sold the twins' name right.
You know, let's say kids are so expensive these days. Here comes.
Oasis Breeze in stock.
Do business with them.
Or we can look at some investment options for you.
Forster is the right money moves aren't as absurd as you think. At Ace, however you grill, we've got the perfect one for you. Because only your local Ace has all the best brands in one place. Like Weber, Big Green Egg, Traeger, and Blackstone. That sounds pretty perfect. Ace is the place to go. We're all unreasonable about something. For us, it's creating uncompromisingly delicious burgers. Handcrafted, consciously made. Maker's Mark, perfectly unreasonable.
Mom, I got one. Oh, yeah, you did. Oh, we need an ATM for Parvik, unless you want to spend some.
No, thank you. Banking with BMO means more fee-free ATMs than the two largest U.S. banks combined, including places like pharmacies and grocery stores.
Saving money and more convenient. Look at your visa.
Just so we have help stop.
That's you.
That's me, at a desk.
Almost time to pick up in Basel, France, and Germany. That's me in the last quarterfinal. This is the Euro. It's sold out grounders again. Fans there, ready to these players. They walk out onto the pitch, and France are going to be led out by their captain, Bob-Matty, making her first appearance at this Euro. That's such a big game, I think.
It's definitely a challenge, especially if you're a defender, but she comes with a lot of experience, and so far she's been the captain off the pitch. Now she can actually lead the team on the pitch as well, and it's going to be hard. It's challenging. It's like Germany. I would love to see them attack them right in the first minutes to see how settled she actually is, but come on, she comes with so much experience. You see the look in her eyes. She's really ready to do that. She's ready to go.
And the attacking side on the first side, if I were on their side, I would make sure to attack her too, because they have such a dynamic attack with Casperino up top, Soto. It's going to be really difficult, really challenging, but, you know, good be a great match. Who enters this?
I think it's a 60-40, but this morning I thought 60-40, now it's over 55-45. Come on, Germany, make me happy, make me happy.
Make it full winter before this summer, or will Germany move one step closer to their 9th Euros title? John Strong and Jen Beatty will talk you through first half next.
Thanks, it's from Coles. Thanks, it's from Coles. Just want to say for the compliments. Cue the compliments with Coles Summer Favorites. Save on styles for everyone with an extra 20% off right now at Kohl's and Kohl's.com.
If you want to learn how to fan the football way, ask the fans with a gun. They're always there to teach you the ways of football, because to them, passion is meant to be shared. Whatever is invented for football.
The biggest stadium in Switzerland awaiting the biggest crowd of these European Championships. What a phenomenal scene to set for the finale of the quarterfinal round between these two giants of the European game as France take on Germany.
Well, the biggest question was, can this be the first team to beat Germany at the knockout stages? The storyline, without a doubt, is Captain Mbappe is back in the starting lineup. Hasn't played since June 20th, but is ready to go today. Yes, they've played 11 in group matches, but this is the boost that Caroline needed before they get to the Germany matchup. Frontline, we follow counterattacks, that team captain will beat the heart.
Meanwhile, for a German team, they lost their starting right back to injury early, lost another to suspension later.
And was it with a headache? Julia Gavin injury and a red card with Carol at the bouncer. The youngster Francesca Kent, at 20 years old, comes in at left back. So Sarah Lindar switches to the right. It might look like a back five, but I do think they'll set up in a 4-3-3 with Wenger stepping into that midfield to provide better balance and win the physical battle.
And you see Julia Quinn, who came in as the captain, suffered the injury in the opener. She's leading the team home before kickoff. And it's fitting that these two teams will face off in this particular city. Basel is the confluence of the borders between Switzerland, France, and Germany. Quite literally, there is a monument 4 miles beyond the far left corner flag. As we're going to view the game, you clear a ball out long enough, you are going to hit the spot where the borders of these three nations converge. And while certainly there is a date Wednesday with Spain awaiting the winner, the hope for both of these teams that they can be back in this stadium a week from tomorrow for the final. And the challenge for both of these managers is how do they reckon with the history good and bad, going back years, the history good and bad, going back to last weekend. We have already seen 3 phenomenal, surprising, unexpected games in this quarterfinal round. We've set records for attendances, for goals scored, you name it. Heroes. After today, there's only 3 games remaining in the whole tournament over the next 8 days. So what these two groups of players going to throw for us today? On a cool but dry evening in Basel, Switzerland. It is the last of the quarterfinal games at these Euros between France and Germany, and it's underway. And it's both teams in their familiar colors. Germany, as has been their tradition, going back years and years in white and black, and the Germans trying to get an early attack in. Good pressure there. Release the sense. And France have to scramble their way. A French team won all 3 games of the group stage. And it wasn't just that they did that. It wasn't just they scored a team record 11 goals in doing so. It was who they beat. The champions, England, in the opening game. They blew past and knocked out the Dutch on Sunday with a second-half onslaught. Now they're fighting against their own history because they're trying to do something no French team has ever done at any major tournament, and that is to beat Germany. Laurent Bonnet has talked about changing the history of the mentality of this French team. The Germans are sort of the reverse of that right now. The most successful team in tournament history, coming off a 4-1 defeat last weekend against Sweden, the worst loss in their Euro history, the most goals they've ever allowed. They've had a week to think about it and figure out solutions. And now can they lean back in the ghosts of the past, those 8 all-time championships, a terrific history in quarterfinal games, and be able to prevail and set up a date with Spain on Wednesday. Jim, what are you expecting this game to look like here today?
Well, France have kind of already settled into their 4-3-3. They're the first team so far to kind of settle on the ball and try to put passes together. But I'm still expecting Germany to high press, start trying to bring the ball from the ball at this and get after them early. They've got a big point to prove to this German side. They just come off the back of a heavy defeat. The first ever time they scored that amount of goals at a Euro, they have a point to prove. And you said it yourself. You can't judge this game on history. You simply can't do it. You've seen France top group D, group of death, a very difficult situation to be in, and then you're off the back of a really German team that are struggling to find form and continue in that kind of progress in that sense. So this is a game that is going to be high intense. You've got both teams setting up in a 4-3-3. This match will be a physical battle right in the middle. And for sure, that's why Mingus steps straight into the middle, in front of the back for that little bit of added protection. I'm expecting both teams to start fast and press high pitch.
They're trying to switch Sarlin and now playing right back because of those injury and suspension issues for Germany. Showing out the space. The big cluster but these star players, you said, Jack, for this French team from an attacking standpoint, she's repelled in her first attacking possession of the game.
I do, and I think that's really key that Linders actually moved to the right-hand side in order for that matchup. Kit Youngston brought into the side. You had to think about losing your captain Vin on that right-hand side. So I think that's a really smart move from the coach to move the more experienced player to the right-hand side for that matchup, just to give that extra bit of decision-making physically early doors again.
Our foul there. Koscielny goes down. And Sarah Linder's a bit shaken up as well. It's already a position we've just been saying they have no depth remaining in. Linder has played every minute of the tournament so far is down in pain.
This is again Linder will transfer in the front through. It looks like pretty awkward. I don't think she gets near the ball. And Karen Schwee's down pretty awkwardly as well. It's actually her own player that takes her right here, the brand that she comes into contact with. Very unfortunate and completely accidental.
Sarah Linder, 5 years ago, was playing for the University of Central Florida Knights. Just this season, Jordan Wolfsburg, that's Julia Kvit. It's not just that she injured her knee in the opening game against Poland. She might have changed the direction of the tournament in a positive way. It was a goal-saving tackle against Poland. If Eva Pajor puts that goal in, do things play out differently for Germany over the course of these last 3 weeks? That Kvit has been out since, but she's been back with the team, supporting them. the first minutes of the tournament. Is there an option there? And it might have been briefly for you, but well intercepted by Richard Bakati. And she's playing for the first time in a month. Picked up the calf injury in the final game before the tournament. Pascarino was back defending him. Benches through Pascarino. The speed to get there. Big tackle. That was Hunter Hendrick there sliding across to send it out.
And those are the moments that Inbox Party needs early doors. If you've not played a competitive game for a number of weeks or months in any capacity, if you're stepping into quarterfinal, those are the moments reading the game very well. You can see your speed first and foremost off the back and reads it very well. It's those moments that are important to be positive for early on in this game.
Off the throw, Toto, for Shelley. Meanwhile, her center back partner there, LeBron, the ball's been out with a hamstring injury the last two games, and so you're bringing that injured experience instead of the inexperience who had been playing. Sarah Linder, you can see the pain on her face, and Germany are defending with 10 right now. They're trying to strap up her foot. So this is already a big early test for this German team.
It's definitely not another headache that the coach needs in that position. You know, you already have. Don't mind this one, France going a little bit more direct. Great run from Kashari, just sees the space in behind. Just overhits it in that case, but Berger does well just to get hold of it and start the build out for her team.
Does that start to affect the psychology of a team at a certain point that you're losing players like that?
Yeah.
Does it affect the confidence? We talk about squads, but how much confidence do they have with players coming off the bench?
I think it definitely gets to a certain point where you're thinking, okay, we're missing a lot of starters and almost like, why is this happening? Is it tackles?
It's quick over the shoulder there by the guard. Trying to limit back high up the field. Nice kick, running the line, big tackle down there on the outside. Pascarino driving through, lines through six. Hands it off on to Pascarino. Back into the middle. Nick was there, swept it away. Will clear out. The first ever competitive start for Germany. Almost got through the double team. And it commits a foul from behind. Let's settle the shoppers down.
Well, that's what she's been brought into this side to do, Hoffman, but hold up the play, allow Germans to get further up the pitch, but it's great recovery from Basha, just gets her body in the way, great speed on that recovery run, just to get all the way back, sees Hoffman's at that threat, and gets her body in the way, draws the foul for France.
This is a lot of work the athletic training staff is having to do to strap up Sarah Linder to get her back on the field.
That'll be something that a manager's frustrated about. That's definitely always a conversation. How quickly can you do those moments? And you see strong things happen a lot, whether it's before training or before a game, half-time, any point. But you can have a player off the pitch for multiple minutes at a time, or you just leave your team in a really vulnerable situation.
Okay, but if you're having to spend that much time doing that much work on her foot, how effective is she going to be when she comes back out?
Well, that is the question. Does she need to be so? That'll be the debate whether she can get back on. It'll be a question of a couple of minutes, how she's feeling, and then make a decision.
Moving to that power middle. When they're trying to recover again, Germany's playing this whole time with 10 players, and it just pops away from on the loose ball, fires wide. Germany trying to create something with very less.
Well, this is part of the art, but it's just pulling right into the space and gets the pass perfectly right in her path. And this is her in 1v1. You never know which way she's going to go. Do you show her outside, inside? That's where she always wants to take on players. I think Eva Brand gets a little bit unfortunate here. She sees the tackle coming in and leaves it a bit late. I think if that tackle's not coming in, she needs to get much earlier. But not bad for considering they're a player down to get a shot away.
She get there on the byline. We played it off. She barely did. Look at the assistant referee keeping her flag down. And here's the Germans have frozen stop there. Made up for Denny. And that one will run out for a Germany throw. There is back on the field. But for how long and at what capacity after what looked like friendly fire, you would not stomping on her foot there accidentally.
I mean, if she does eventually go off, that would be a really unfortunate one. Knowing it's, it's early on in the game, not very from teammate also. So fingers crossed she's okay, but we'll see in the next couple of minutes or so.
Shaw took a late tackle there as Yigan came flying through. Tess Olsen, our Swedish referee. On top of that,
Kershaw was at a very lively game, I will say, in this opening 10 minutes. Just that free movement in the centre of the pitch where there's been an overlapping run. She's developed that into her game as well. She's an outside back, but very fluid in her movement now in that forward midfield role. Drawing fouls again for her team, and I'm intrigued to see whether they go short again. They went short earlier on, and that's the confidence that this national team have for France. They know they can play short or long at any given time.
Selma Basham to take. It's her 50th career appearance for France. This is the age of 24. Fired this one in, the header's flashing well on in the end there. It's too fun for Toto trying to steer that on frame.
Yeah, free header. I actually think the defending is quite poor. I think there's Newskin that's closest to it. You know, can you get a little bit closer? I know those are always zero markings when it comes to that wide free kick. But free header in the box is not what Germany want to give away against France.
Ron Boateng, who was an assistant coach, not just for this team, but for Saudi Arabia's men with Hervé Renard, took over the job after the Olympics, and he said this group has progressed faster than expected it to. We have a pause here. So the suggestion is the video assistant referee, Jared Gillett, is just having a look at that last free kick sequence. Potential red card check is the information that we are all receiving here. And the suggestion there from the World Feed broadcast is that Patrick Hendrick has done something here, pulling the hair of Gretchen Bakbati. Left side of your screen. It's going to go to the ball. Jared Gill, the video assistant referee, has told Tess Olsen to come to the monitor to take a look at that between Hendrick and Bakbati. First of all, I'm curious your perspective, Jim.
Look, it looks clear to me, if I'm honest, and you can see him Bati's reaction straight away, thinking, what are you doing? She turns around. Hendrick's got a clear hold of it.
Mark Clattenburg, over to you. Give us your thoughts.
It's a simple red card. If you pull a player's hair that we saw exactly in the Club World Cup final, where a player pulls up his hair, it's a red card, and this will be also a penalty kick because the offence happened inside the penalty area while the ball was in play.
I mean, this is remarkable. 12 minutes in. A simple defensive moment off the ball on a free kick. And Katrin Hendrick, one of the most experienced German players, headed to NWSL after this tournament with the Chicago Stars, is sent off. Second straight game the Germans have had a red card and a penalty kick on the back of it.
I don't know what she's doing, and look at her reaction. She looks shocked and frustrated, almost in disbelief. But if she knows whether she's done it on purpose or not, she's the only player, the only person that's going to know. Oh wow, what a moment! They had a red card in the last script game, Jordan. This is not what they needed at this early stage in the game. She's been brought into the side for a reason. You said it yourself, for experience. But you can see the disbelief. I think a lot of the team will just be in shock, but now it's about how do you regroup. You know you're going to have to change things now.
And just to close on that is absolutely the correct call. Certainly Mark Clattenburg's opinion, in your opinion as well.
I think so. Off the back of it, exactly like you said, Mark's called it. It's a clear, you cannot pull hair in the box. It's a clear penalty, clear red card.
It's Muskie able to take the ensuing penalty. Katrin Hendrick stands between Germany and another early deficit, already down a player. This is what she did facing a penalty against Sweden last weekend, standing there with her arms behind her back. Made a penalty in a shootout against Australia 2 years ago at the World Cup. She was not been a penalty taker in either of the last 2 games that France have had penalties here. And the French are reaching for all, but they're out in front early.
Just like what it means, even to the subs running up and celebrating. It wasn't the most convincing, and Georgian Berger definitely got a hand to it. But this is huge. Not just for France going ahead, but huge for Germany as well. John, how do you regroup? 15 minutes on the clock, you've got player off and a goal down. How do you regroup? That's the biggest question. But what a start this is for France. Go straight down the middle. I think Ann-Katrin is actually unfortunate. She gets a really good hand to it. You can hear it. But it was well placed, right down the middle, enough pace on it just to get it past Ann-Katrin. She's got eyes on it, not taking it away. I think she'll be good this year, say.
She's getting a yellow card, Germany's manager. That is about as disastrous a 5 minutes as you could possibly have imagined for Germany. The Mascherano turned 28 just before the tournament, celebrated her 100th career appearance against Wales. Lost 6 goals in her last 7 games for France. All right, Jen, how do you regroup? How do you do this if you're Germany and you're a goal down and you're a player down and there are 75 minutes to go?
Well, you've got a long 75 minutes to go, but it has to be the perfect game defensively now. I think they're still set up in a 4-2-3. You will see if that changes as the game develops, whether you sacrifice that midfield player at the minute. But right now it's like, right, you have to go any depths of energy, you have to go into it from now. You have to run more, you have to be more positive for your team. You have to somehow get back into it, knowing your goal takes you to extra time, but I'm thinking of less when it goes extra time with 10 players. But for me, John, it's now about staying compact, knowing your player down, and using any moment you have on the ball to get forward and get your team back into a set piece as well. That'll be absolutely huge for Germany to get any opportunity higher up the pitch towards a goal.
Attackers there. They're able to pick it up. An offside flag. Cascarino will end the play. Give Germany a free kick.
You also need the calmness from your manager, though. You're saying this is it again, and you can see it so clearly. Even the reaction from he turned around and no straight hand. I think she'll be so disappointed. Her face after it said it all.
A hand for Berger there. He's getting close to saving the ensuing penalty. Whistle and a foul in the middle. He went down, and in certain areas, at least a sense is shaken up.
These are the moments as well. You can't. I know what she's trying to do. She's trying to get her team back into it. Draw a foul from centre in the middle of the pitch and just gets on the receiving end of it with an arm going backwards. But really interesting to see what Germany do. But you need the calmness from your manager. That's what I'm saying. Get your manager booked. 2 minutes after an incident happens, that's who you look towards on the sideline for help in these moments. Right, what do we do next?
To get the one short yellow card there for that wayward hand backwards. Happy one player to let her Germany back in the game as our French player be sent off. Let's see the ensuing free kick out for Tini. Behind the shot, could take it in stride. There's one goes clear there. It's going to be a free kick for France. Uruguay gave it away.
Actually, this draws the final. Actually, there's not too much conflict with that. You can see the frustration on Uruguay's face again. They know the situation they're in now. I think it's not even because of that foul, it's more because of the game situation. And they're finding themselves again with a player down against a top team.
So there, they took that hard contact to the foot from Uruguay. A long time strapping it up. She will be withdrawn now. Sophia Clark, who is another option to have started this game. But that's the third right back that Germany have lost over the course of this tournament. And Salvador will take this ensuing free kick for France. Harris. Blue was able to slice it in behind. She was out for a throw just down the corner, and the emotion from Zara Linder and this entire German team right now, trying to wrap their heads around what has happened in this first 20 minutes. The card, the penalty, the injury, all kind of weave their way through, gets it away, Denny. Trying sense to step in there. Harry's first touch, only partially clear. Denny able to get on the end of it. Keep looking out deep to the back. Touches there. Quickly the first of the game for them.
Yeah, this is the first proper chance really since the sending off. But it's Diani, great body one, cuts on the inside. Just a little bit of a slow pacing cross though. Those ones are really hard to get powerful header onto it. Again, I'm really intrigued to see what France do. They can't take their foot off the gas in these moments. They have to now not slip into get too relaxed. They have to still keep the speed of play up, have the concentration there. Okay, they've got a goal. But Germany still have the quality to get a goal back in this, no matter what, whether it's a set piece or from open play. So France still, they need to have it in their heads that they have an opportunity to dominate Germany for 20 minutes in.
She saw that they're fighting against history. France did win the last meeting between the teams in the UEFA Nations League about a year and a half ago. The French have that same I think they're most afraid of what they most want to avoid. It has been so much a talking point in the lead up to this game. Anthony Diani, in one of the interviews that were given to French broadcasters coming into the stadium, was asked about it. She started to line. We start the players getting told for a solid week. You're playing Germany. You've never beaten them. So how do you approach it when you've been given this incredible situation really for France? Your ability to play right. How important is it, as you said, just to keep going, keep going?
Yeah, look, I actually think, it's obvious that they will benefit France, but I also think it suits the players. They have a lot of players playing on PSG that are used to dropping into possession and breaking down low blocks, and I think that's really key for now, because that's what they have to do. Germany will sit in a 4-4-1 now. I think that's what the substitution Kleinberg coming in, Hoffman is still in that low number 9 role to hold up the line, but she was brought into the side anyway. But for France, I think it will suit them. They have to break down a low block now, and they've got players on the pitch that are used to doing that. So I hope that's what they're communicating now. That's key.
Which is good. So to start this sequence for Austria. That's defending. So it's good. The clearance with Jalen Hoffman.
We've said it before. You can't go this way in calling this game, and it sums up already. The group of death, they have to be confident within their group, and I think they've shown that even in the opening minutes before the World Cup in all of the games. They're playing free, and they're playing interchanging football, lots of movement, lots of rotations in the front line. That's the French style of play, and now they've got even more time and space to do it, playing against top teams.
So cross now. The near side, Denny. On that one, that was a shot to the late tackle. She's shaking up. Coach Sujini is as well placed as anyone to talk about that history. This is her 7th career tournament final. World Cup, Olympics, and Euros playing for France. The 6th prior only once. Has she ever been on the winning side? That was the last Euros. France badly outshot the Netherlands over the course of the game into the belly of that extra time.
German team and what they can do. I love it. Rallying the crowd. They need the support. Usually the top player today, the 11, But those are the moments when you have Clark running at players, taking on in behind, and then hopping straight to the side. She has that energy in those moments. Did really well to earn a corner for her team.
Goal to take. It's fair that here comes Skin.
Set pieces, so key. New Skin get her 100th goal. Delivery excellence. New Skin just peels off the front post. Not straight into the training ground, and that's why I love it. Peel off the front post, get flick on, either on goal or to your teammate in behind. But that's a brilliant finish from New Skin. Completely on mark, no one's trapped here. Everyone stays static within the 6-yard box, but that's what it means. They're back in this game.
Significant goal. How does that change the feel of your face? You talk so much, Jen, about mentality. You call Germany the mentality monsters of Europe. That's been the question historically. Undeniably talented French team, highly talented big games. So how do they respond? As Newski gets her second goal in the tournament.
Well, now you're in knockout. You're playing for semi-finals, so it's win or go home, and that's always the beauty of knockout in tournament football. But I think the celebration from Houston summed it up. The passion in there. Obviously, plays our football at Chelsea, super successful. Had a brilliant domestic season. And Richie Kaufman even brought into the side today. She's still running down, trying to chase French center forwards, but mentality is huge for both teams. Like, France have to get back in it. The Germany have just done it.
Terrific work as she's weaving her way through Uruguay. Lifted leg out, free kick for France.
Just showing yourself country. Really limited in our players. So skillful, especially this fullback. Obviously, brilliant defensive attributes, but that's just great skill. Outside
The thing Cascarino immediately grabbed the ball. Flipa shot stand over it. Cascarino for club and country this year. San Diego Wave and France has been lights out. Goals and assists. The shot's walking away. This is Cascarino's moment. Cascarino! Big body behind their second save.
It was a good delivery again from post, but she needed Diani to just attack it a little bit more. Again, front delivery is going to be so key. Any touch can put a goalkeeper up. Patrick Berger does really well just to watch it and fire away. I think that the urgency needs to be higher. I think Germany just equalised. For me, this is an opportunity for France to really draw out players. Of course, you have to be patient. But for me, it's be really smart of when to speed up the play, when to slow it down, when to let Germany get comfortable, and when to uphold it.
He spins it inside. In between options, for a shot with a reminder. Houston will open it up. Another throw on that behind them, challenging. And late pressure there. As the throw and the shot came over, that will be a throw for Germany.
Kaufman again doing really well. It's almost a nothing ball to chase for, but those are the ones that there's what you have to do. Your team's dropped possession-wise. That's what's going to happen when you're a player down. not necessarily get on the ball. If you want anything, a free kick, a throw in, it's worth it a little bit extra pressure.
We said coming into the day, you and I both were not really quite sure what's going to happen in this game. I don't think there was any way we could have conceptualized what the first half an hour was going to be like in Oslo. You have a red card shown to Katrin Hendrick for pulling the hair of Gretchen Bakbati on a free kick 13 minutes in. It took VAR to spot it, to show the red, the ensuing penalty off the hand of Anka Jenberger and in. And then Germany, for a second straight match, playing after a red card player down, hit a goal 10 minutes later from a corner. Sukanuski nailed the ball from the far wheel. That's going to be a hard foul there. Takes. And so here we are, tied at 1. Germany playing with 10. Spain awaiting the winner in Wednesday's semifinal.
It's interesting how Germany do have the ball. They really do push up. They almost go for 4-3-3, and that's when Clara Bull, Brand get much higher, play off Hoffman. That's a clear tactic move for Germany when they have the ball. Go direct, play through Hoffman. That's why she would put on the pitch initially anyway. I think Ari Hicks touched on it in the pre-show. Her hold-up play is really great with defensive attributes. She'll run down the centre-backs all day. So Germany just have to be really key of when they do switch from that 4-4-1 defensive, low compact mode to, if we're going for it, we need to go and get a goal here. But that's it's a clever way of doing it, more direct, less risky. And Hoffman there just putting her body on the line, that's what she has to do.
Hoffman will continue to be evaluated here. Well, she took a foul. She's still off to the side. And so Germany are actually playing a war for a brief moment with 9. They're back to 10. Katrin Berger, the reigning NWSL goalkeeper of the year. Going to start the sequence. Francisca Kent. Looking for Koscielny with the strength there. Sets quickly opens it up. William Braun, who had a hand in 4 of the 5 goals Germany scored in the group stage, loses out to Diani. Koscielny. Valley with sets. Diani. Just knocked away at the last moment there. William Braun was once again back helping defensively. And in an offside fly will actually give Germany a free kick. But here's the interesting thing, because you and I talked about this a lot doing these Germany games, Jen. This is the most successful team in European history. They've won 8 titles at 1.6 in a row. It was not these players. And how much more so now? Kent hadn't played in the tournament before today. Kleinherr hadn't played in the tournament before today. Hoffman, the ball had only been coming off the bench. They're on essentially their 4th string right back. So there are a lot of players that were not even expected to be playing in this tournament for Germany. It's Almeida around the outside. Show up in the cross. It's knocked out. Only as far as Cosmarino. Just pushed off for enough along Newski a couple legs. The German fans who had a free kick, they're going to get the free kick. It's once again Giovanna Hoffman, her first career started a competitive game for Germany, wins the foul.
A lot difficult. First career start, but again, great hold-up play. You see the battle, so physical, gets her body in the way, controls the ball really well, just draws the foul. That's a top number 9 goal there. No support around her, has to hold it for as long as possible, pulls it back, but he's really close to draw the foul.
Yeah, might actually get to that. It was meant for Kleinherr. It does get there, but shoved as well. Is she in the right back for a goal kick?
I think you have to play that first time there. Kleinherr coming onto the pitch. She knows she's got the pace, but the shot just has more space and recovers again very, very well.
They're playing against a French team that has never won a major tournament, has never even been in the final of a major tournament. In their history, 11 prior quarterfinal games for France, of which they've lost 8. Only 3 times in France's history of major tournaments have they ever even advanced to a quarterfinal to get to the next round. And they have been reminded of that significantly as well in the last few weeks. The player advantage in the last 75 minutes, assuming anything else happens. Their lead lasts to 10 minutes. Injury, their final game a month ago before the Euros. Toto, all the line for De Almeida. Jammed it in for Cascarino. She was crowded off it. It's a good cut back by Connor. Good stick down for it again. And no, it was not. It's a foul. Francisca Kitch is 20 years of age, her fourth ever game for Germany. Because of the suspension and the injury to other defenders coming into this game, she was still on the lineup.
It's big games for Hoffman and Kent. Youngsters, inexperienced coming into this kind of game as well, and how it comes out after 15 minutes. It's just the next generation of players, John, that you're talking about when it comes to the success of Germany and what they've built over 8 Euro wins. For me, it's very simple. They've just been vulnerable defensively. Yul Brand, Clara Bull, exceptional players going forward. This is the foul getting away from Patricia again. I think both players are putting each other shit there, if I'm honest. Could have gone either way, but Brand on the bad side of things. For Germany also, you have Alexander Popp, one of the biggest players in German women's football, retired last year after the Olympics. So you lose your captain. It's about rebuild. So you could say they're in a transition phase and going on to this next part.
Another shot to take this free kick forward. Shot up swinging ball. Who was there? Pinball around. Newskin had to be alert. Almeida cleans it up. Resets it on. Casper gets space in time to move across in. Deep to the back post. Knocked down DNA. First one.
I don't think France haven't got going yet, if I'm honest. They've dominated the ball clearly because Germany are a player down, but I think the urgency, I've said it before, that can still go a level up for me, especially in and around the final third. This is straightforward play across the back four, but it's still a little bit slow. For me, the urgency in order to move this German low block 4-4-1 when they are in that defensive shape has to be quicker.
No sea tonto, mijo, no sea tonto. Pórtese bien. Ya, tranquilo.
Yo no quiero esta tarjeta, esto es dinero.
No, vamos a sacar el dinero.
No, esto es dinero.
Vamos a
Esta
sacar.
tarjeta no es mi dinero.
Vamos a sacar dinero, yo te doy en efectivo. Ven, vamos a la ayuda.
Pero no voy a regresar mi dinero.
Ya.
No, ya me hicieron desmadre.
Ya, mijo, es que cuando uno no sabe, mijo, uno no tiene que encargar cosas, ¿ok? Vamos a la ayuda.